Hello, everybody. Well, we are still riding high off that Eclipse. We did our show from Savannah last week, so those of you who watch on YouTube did not get to see us, and I'm sorry about that. We are going to be starting a new platform here pretty soon. I think we're going to start simulcasting on Twitch. And if you don't know what that is, then you're just like me. Because it's, for me, it's kind of a new platform. All right. So like normal, we got a bunch of requests, and I'm going to try to do some of them. And we'll just, keep playing songs until I start encroaching on my friend's time. Well, there's a different version of the princess. Well, I'm having, I hope your feed is working because I'm having weird little internet problems here. I'm trying to get them fixed. There we go. All right. There we go. Now it's working. Oh, I can see people. Hey, Terry. Helen. Oh, my God. You guys stay up late. There's Micah. There's my wife. Micah and Des. All right. Hi, guys. Hi, Denise. Oh, wow. Denise, first timer. Welcome, Denise. Denise is a good friend of mine from way back who is involved in every good thing out there. Currently working her best to help the Just Older Youth Center. So I've been working on learning how to play my new Stephen Hill guitar, and I'm still getting used to it. But boy, it's a very nice instrument. It's got this beautiful little cutaway here that makes it easy to play high. And right now I'm using my knobloch strings, which are really cool. Really like them. And I have my Carlos Juan pickup in, which I just started, experimenting with, trying to get it to do what I want it to do, and it's behaving quite well so far. Here's a song that I wrote, actually for some students of mine. It's called Sweet N.A., spelled S-W-E-E-T, like sweet. All right. Hey, Renee. Cheryl. Wow. So I've started to look into some venues and saying yes to some other shows. It looks like I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tour in the spring, but I don't know if the spring tour is going to be in this country or not. But more than likely, it'll be up the East Coast, and hopefully, we'll get all the way to Toronto, stop at Buffalo, on the way, Georgia, Tennessee. Probably do Savannah again, which was really fun. Are the Savannah people on? I wonder if Peter and Dina are on. If they are, I'm going to play Peter a song later that he requested when we were there, but I didn't play it at the show in Savannah. But we'll see. So I'm always experimenting on you guys, and it's kind of interesting because I played a show last night where there was thanks, Cheryl. Where there's it's been a while, right? Last night there were a bunch of birthday girls on the beach, and they were very tipsy, and it was interesting. Interesting combination of feedback. It's always fun playing live venues where there's boats going by with loud stereos and dogs wandering up on the stage to sniff you. That's kind of fun. Tons of little kids dancing in the audience, which is also really fun. I like that one. Don't have a, still don't have a title for that one. Hey, Clairsy Poo. There's my favorite mother-in-law of all time. My internet's frozen again. I hope you guys can still hear me. Oh, there we go. I'm your favorite too. All right, cool. I don't know why my computer's not working. For some reason that screen's working and this one's not. Whatever. So here I am tuning my guitar. I just did a little instructional video about tuning the guitar and using as an excuse to breathe. Bassoudi. Oh no, I like Bassoudi better. Susie did have a request, and I'm going to play her request soon. But it requires a retuned guitar, so. So, you know, up until, actually, no, that's not new. That's actually an old one. Did that one during the beginning of the pandemic. Actually, not true. I did that one after we got back from Maine last year. You were there when I took the picture that weird little painting is based on. By the way, I wanted to say that if you're looking for Christmas presents or Hanukkah presents or Kwanzaa presents, I'm about to drastically reduce the prices of prints on my website. I haven't done it yet because I have to figure out the interface again, but I'm cutting most of them at least in half. Many people have been asking for prints, and so I'm going to make it easier, and I'll let you know in an email or something or a Facebook post when I figured out how that works. Okay. So anyway, this song has surpassed Black Emerald in its requests because I've been getting requests for this song last couple of shows and I haven't played it. So I'm going to play this song. It's called Yo Creo. Yes, it is. Oh, you're answering a question. Thanks, Helen. I don't know why. Nyan. That song's more fun when Nyan's playing with me. Gracias, mi amigo. Every time I say something in Spanish, I think of Micah's song. One speaks Spanish, but the other one just pretends. Yes, we just had to give our grand dog back to Nyan. We drove to Savannah, played a gig, and Mona went back with her dad. I don't know, is she too spoiled now, Nyan? We tried our best to spoil the crap out of her. Yes, life is better. Okay, this next song I'm going to play has been requested like 5 times in a row, and I haven't played it because it's a real workout. But I'm going to do it. Actually, I played with Nyan, I don't know, a month ago or something, maybe before he went back to Nashville. one is a workout. Come on. Dang it. Okay. Thank you. For some reason, I can't operate the trackpad on my computer. It's probably because I haven't restarted it in a year. That song is called Vuno Maiates from the Black Emerald album, which is the 3rd CD, I think. All that stuff is available on Spotify. It sounds a lot different because that song actually has Red Sideman, the amazing Red Sideman, rest in peace, who is plays violin on it. Does a great job. Thanks, Micah. Okay, I'm getting to everybody's songs. I'm trying not to talk too much, even though I know it's time for a joke. Anybody watch Dave Chappelle on Saturday Night Live? He definitely walked the line, like he always does. Hey. Okay. Now I'm going to play Susie's request. So we had met a guy in Spain, really a great guitar player, who took lessons from the guy who took lessons from the guy's brother, who is my favorite guitar player in the world, was my favorite guitar player. And the funny thing is the guy's brother, Abel Carlavaro, became very famous as a guitar player, teacher, Uruguayan guitar player, teacher. And he was a good guitarist. He was great, but he wasn't anything like his brother, Agustin Carlavaro, who was the older brother, who is a much more sensitive, amazing musician, in my opinion. Both great, amazing. But Augustin was the firstborn son, and his parents did not want him to be a professional musician. They sent him to architectural college, or he went to college to study architecture, and he became a pretty well-known architect, but he was really good friends with Andres Segovia and with Astor Piazzolla, who wrote amazing tangos. And there's probably 10 or 11 records that he did of amazing tango music. And I discovered him on YouTube years ago playing a version of Adios Nonino, which is such a beautiful song. And that song kind of influenced my whole direction on the guitar. I mean, I listened to, amazing flamenco guys and classical guys, modern guitar players, but this guy, just the level of sensitivity and nuance and understanding was just so amazing. And I showed it to Susie. I go, look at this guy. It's this old VCR recording, or probably one of the original camcorders. Horrible recording, horrible audio, but the playing comes through. Anyway, his baby brother was Agustin Carlavaro, and since his older brother became an architect, he was able to become a guitar player and performer. And he wrote the younger brother, Abel, wrote several books on guitar instruction and became really well known in the guitar world. But when I met this guy in Spain, I'm spacing on his name right now, he was talking about how his teacher was a student of Abel. And I said, oh, yeah, Abel, Augustin's baby brother. And he said he didn't know who Augustin was. I said, oh, well, he was the real guitar player. Anyway, so it was interesting. And this guitar player in Spain, what was his name? God, I can't remember. But anyway, he had all that, that Uruguayan technique, plus tons of flamenco technique, which is really very cool. And I told you that story so I could tune my guitar. So now my guitar is tuned. And I'm going to play you the song that I wrote for, it's a children's song for children who chose not to enter our world. Sorry, I forgot what song I was playing in the middle. Drummer Dave. Nice to see you, Dave. You don't live in town anymore, do you? I can't even move my mouse here. Having technical difficulties. Sorry guys, I forgot that song in the middle of it. It's what happens when you're live. I think it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna quit now because I do have a friend that plays later on, usually at 9 o'clock. So I don't like to run over onto his show. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming, and I really appreciate you being here every week. It really is good for me, and you get to see everything with no editing, warts and all, even when I completely forget where I am and who I am, and all that kind of stuff. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I did this. It's funny because I played that song a couple nights ago. I did the same thing, like in that same spot. So I guess I need to practice it. Um, and it's funny. I think I've written a couple of hundred songs over the years, and probably 30 or 40 of them are, under my fingers where I can play them without really thinking about them. And some of the ones that I don't play that often, they just, parts of them are gone. It's the way it is. But, you do the best you can. I'm putting together a show now for the tour of two 90-minute sets with alternate songs in there, and that's about 30 or so songs, and it's really hard to decide which ones to practice because I really like them all. I love a lot of them, and so thanks for coming, Denise. Tell all your friends come back, because this is really fun, and it's a good way to stay in communication and not have to leave your house. Um, so yeah, if you guys have suggestions on which ones of my songs you'd like to hear me play on tour, I'd be interested. I mean, the only thing I go by is the request line, um, which is interesting because we get a lot of the same songs asked for. And I played one of them tonight, that gets asked for a lot. I would say the top three are Black Emerald, um, my flamenco tunes, Blueria and the Soleil, and Creo, and what's the other one that gets asked for a lot? Paracho, which I didn't play tonight, but anyway, yeah. Everybody spread the word. Social media is the way we musicians make our living, and if you're around in town, check out all the live music. Micah plays over at the brewery a lot, and Marker 88, and Billy Davidson, and Steve, and the Krausers over at the Lorelei. And there's always good music at the brewery. Florida Keys Brewing Company has some of the best music in town. Bob's Buns. I play at the Chica, but it's kind of cloistered. So it's unless you are staying there, it's hard to get in. But there's good music all over town, and we're really lucky here that there's so many amazing musicians. You can just go. I don't get to see them because I'm always working, but that's a good thing. All right, have a great night. Love you all. Have a wonderful beginning of your week.